through your Kinetic type project, we're actually going to start in Photoshop. So if you have Adobe Premiere open, close it or quit it for now. Open up Photoshop like this. You're going to now select File and New or New File from here. Then when you get to these presets, what you're going to do is you're going to go to where it says Film and Video at the top. Once you've gone there, you're going to go to the HDTV 1080p. You're going to click that one. The only change you're going to make is that over here with the resolution, you're going to put in 300. So make sure you type in 300, not 3000. And then at the very bottom here, you're going to select Create. Once you have done that, you're going to make sure that you have your Layers panel and that you can see your Layers panel. If for some reason you don't see it, go to Window and go to Layers. Then from there, you're going to go to your paint bucket here. You're going to use your paint bucket. You're going to go down to the bottom where your foreground color is. Click on your foreground color, and you're going to select a color that you would like to use. After you've done that, all you got to do is click with that paint bucket on that background layer by going right here to the middle and just clicking like that. Then you're going to use your text tool here, letter T on your keyboard, your horizontal type tool, and you are then going to pick a font that you'd like to use. And after you pick the font, you can choose your basic size to get started with. Usually I go about a 30 to get started, and then the color of the font that you want. So you click that and you choose a color. So for now, I'm just going to choose a blue and see how that looks, a light blue. Actually, make it red. Okay, so you do that. Then you're going to go onto the website that has the lyrics on it. You're going to start to click and drag over the words, right click on them, copy them, and then go back to Photoshop. And then all you have to do is click once with your text tool. Once it comes up with this fake type, you just right click and select paste. Now from there, your next steps are, if you want to change the color of it, you can highlight it like that. You can go up to the top, you can change the color, you can change the font, you can change the size, all that's possible. But even easier than that is just to go to Edit and then Free Transform or Command T or Windows key on a black keyboard, right, like this. And then you pull and drag and create a larger size of this. You can also go off to the corner and click and rotate it any direction that you want. Once you're happy with its position and size, you hit the little checkbox up top, or you can hit Enter on your keyboard. And now you're ready for the next word. When you now go to your next word, you are going to go to the next word here, right click on it, copy it, then go back to Photoshop. Same steps over and over, except this time, when you use that text tool again in Photoshop, don't click anywhere near the first one. Click somewhere separate, like over here. And then again, right click and paste. And if you want to change the color, like I said, click and highlight it, change the color to whatever you like. Okay, you could move it, you could hit OK, and you could do that Edit Free Transform thing again, where then you can resize it any way that you want, reposition it any way that you want. Like this, like this. I'm just going to give you some examples. Oh, okay, that looks good. And then hit the checkbox when you're happy. Now for the third word that's on here, the word album, instead of actually copying and pasting it, instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an image I found online, this image in fact. And so what I did is I went on and I typed in album, and I typed in PNG, Portable Network Graphic, at the top like you had in your last project when you did your mini animation. I went to Tools like this, I went to Color, and I went to Transparent. And I found this image, and then I dragged this image into my folder. So in your folder like this, like here's an example, it says Mike's Kinetic Type Project. In there, I put in the song I wanted. I put in this Photoshop file and the album file. Okay, so that album.
Oh, you just leave it open.
Yep, you got it. And then so I'm going to take this PNG file and I'm going to drag this in also. So that's in there, the PNG file that I just found on the internet. When I found the song, by the way, I went on to YouTube. I found the song here somewhere, like this, right? After I found it on YouTube, what I did is I went to the top of this. I selected it like this, right clicked, select copy, and then I went to a new site that we've been using in class that allows us to rip from YouTube, and that was Y2Mate, Y2Mate, just this one here. When you get there, you're going to right click in the search area, you're going to select paste, and then hit start, right? And you're going to get these drop downs. I'm going to use the 720 It really doesn't matter which one you use because you're only using the audio. You're going to click on download. After you've done that, you're going to see this little download file here. In fact, it does say that if you go to this link that you put in here, and if you put a PP at the end of the word YouTube, like this, PP, it's going to make your downloads a little faster. So go to Start. And now again, I just picked the one that I want. I hit download. This comes up. It says it's converting. I hit download, and it downloads. If you have any problem, call me over. shouldn't be a problem. And then that download file will show up in your downloads folder like this, and then you can take that file and drag it into your folder. So you can see here, I already put it in here. That's for later. Then I'm going to add now just the album piece. So I'm just going to add the album in here by dragging it and dropping it from my folder right into Photoshop, and then from there we just resize, move it wherever you'd like that. Looks good. Hit the checkbox up top to OK it, and then that layer right there, you're going to see a little icon on it. This icon, we got to remove it. Just right click and select rasterize. Okay, so from there what you're going to do is make sure you save this file. You're going to go to File and Save As. You're going to save it to your folder. I'm going to call it Mike Kinetic Type. Let me see what I named it last time. Yeah, Kinetic Type Project. Okay, and then hit save. I'm going to replace the old one with this new one. That looks great. Okay, so you're going to fill this whole page with all the words from your quote or from your part of your song, the verse from your song, with any images also that you think are going to kind of go with this whole thing. So you design it all the way you want, whatever colors you want, whatever images you want, and make sure you save that PSD file. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to then take those images that you've made, this Photoshop file and the song, and put it into Premiere and make the words match up with timing of the words in the song as they're being said in the song.